Hello ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, what's up? My name is Devious, and I wanted to make a quick sort of intro video to my world of Teskin. This is a homebrew D&D setting that I will be fleshing out over the next probably year or so. Depends on how much momentum I get with this, but that's not the gist of today's video. The gist is, if you are someone who doesn't know how to play the game, or is very shaky on actually playing it, or maybe you just want to play and you haven't really gotten a chance, I will be hosting a series of one-shots in various places on the Teskin map with the intention of fleshing out the world as a side quest kind of thing, but also just playing the game and allowing newbies a stress-free chance to ask as many questions as they need to understand the game. Personally, I am a fairly avid player at this point. I'm in like 4 games and running 1. I've been on and off a dungeon master for about 10 years now. I've been playing the game for about 12. And this is just, it's one of those things that I really want to bring to people, you know? So if you are interested in the game, now is by far one of the best times to jump in, because Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is so much easier to understand than 3.5 where I jumped in. And in general, it's just a good time. So if you are interested in the game at all, I highly encourage you, hit the link below, get to my Discord that is on basically all of my videos at this point, and there's a Dungeons & Dragons channel. Ask me any questions you want. Benefit of being a small channel is I can answer all of them without too much issue at all, and I'll be happy to talk D&D with you for as long as you need me to. I'm fairly patient type of person, so I don't mind explaining something in multiple ways if I have to. And yeah, I just want this to be a really chill sort of atmosphere, I guess, for new players and veteran players alike to come together and just, you know, have a good time. The sessions that I'm going to run are going to be a combination of roleplay and combat focused. I want to be able to give people as many chances as possible to figure out as many mechanics as possible. To that end, I will also be simplifying a few things just to make it a little bit smoother. Now, all that being said, I do intend to run a long campaign eventually once I get the world fleshed out. That, however, isn't coming until later. Now, if you stuck around this long because of that Final Fantasy XIV tag, then I have wonderful news for you. You have probably noticed the Gunbreaker, White Mage, and Machinist. I actually haven't fleshed out the Machinist yet. I still got to do that. But there are rules for Final Fantasy XIV classes in Dungeons & Dragons. Specifically, an absolute unit by the name of Silent Soren created this Final Fantasy XIV Classes and Races Compendium. The link is on my Discord. You're more than welcome to check it out whenever you like. But this compendium has been an absolute hilarious time, because it allows you to build classes like the White Mage, the Gunbreaker, Machinist, basically every class that you can get in Final Fantasy XIV, you can get in Dungeons & Dragons with this fancy little importer that is so easy to use. But I can explain that if you are interested. And even if you're a D&D veteran and you just want to try some Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or hey, maybe you are brand new and a Final Fantasy player and this is your comfort thing to get into the game. Maybe the classical cleric fighter rogue sorcerer setup doesn't really jive with you too well, so you want to try something different. It's totally fine. Now, all of that out of the way, if you are interested in any of this at all, I do encourage you to click the link below, get to my Discord, and ask as many questions as you need to. The whole point of this is to create a welcoming atmosphere for brand new players to jump in and ask as many questions as they need to understand this wonderful game that I have burned so much time on. But that is pretty much it, actually. You guys know the drill from here. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you feel the urge, drop me a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. If you would like to see more content related to D&D and Final Fantasy XIV, by all means, drop-kick the subscribe button and roundhouse the bell next to it so YouTube Senpai remembers I exist, and to tell the almighty algorithm Chan whenever I upload. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all next round.